Jurgun, it all seemed a little bit chaotic at the end. The significance of the win, I know it's 3 points, like any 3 points, but coming through so many setbacks and coming back again, did it feel...
Oh yes. So, but somebody asked me already what was the main feeling, emotion after the final whistle, and I said relief. So of course it's how it is. A game like this, if you can go in all directions, that's how we were extremely dominant in the first half, but we were 1-0 down. We created chances, but not enough, maybe not clear enough. We had not enough players in the decisive areas. We had a lot of players in the preparing areas, and so that can happen, of course. And so half time it was clear that we have to change that we need more players really in the decisive areas, more bodies in the box, all that stuff. And thank God it worked pretty well, pretty immediately out. We forced these 2 goals to come back. Then everybody felt the atmosphere, and then obviously it was not 100% clear for the boys. Do we control it now, or do we still chase the game, whatever? And that can happen as well. It's not a big problem. We had good moments, controlled it most of the time, but pretty much each ball we lost was immediately a counter-attack, because Zaha was up. He plays had a really good game, to be honest, and he gave us a lot of things to sort. Millie did outstandingly well. As I say, you can really not defend him alone. So he didn't, apart from besides the goal, of course, which he set up. Apart from that, we could defend him, but there were a lot of set pieces, and especially the set piece then, which they got for the 2-2. Open game now, with of course more possession for us, and scored the third one with a similar situation which we had in the first half. Plenty of them, these diagonal balls in the box for the fullbacks. This time Meli could get the ball in the last second, I would say. Difficult ball for the goalie. Mo is there to finish it off. Fourth goal, Sadio, world class run, full of desire and all that stuff. And then and actually you have a look on the watch and you think, okay, that could be the moment. But football teaches you always, don't close the game before it's finished. And so they could score the third one, and Rafa Camacho wins the ball in pretty much the last second against Wilfried Zaha. I don't want to think about if we missed that ball, what then would have happened. So it is like it is. There are different ways to win football games. Today we had to dig in with all we have, and the boys did that, especially in the second half. The game was different game, first and second half, and we did that, and so I'm really happy.
Steve, anything more from the Sunday guys? Sorry, Chris, I'll come to you, sorry.
Nobody should be surprised about the character of the boys. We had that. If something was really here before I already came in, it was character. Since I know the boys since October 2015, all the boys who were in had an outstanding character. The work rate was always unbelievable and all that stuff. So, but you have to mix that up with a few other attributes like. Of course, confidence is important, build self-belief and all that stuff. So, but the boys are ready to fight for all. That's clear. It's not the first moment in that season where we had to do it, but today it was pretty special, and I really liked it. And it was not too easy, I think, for the crowd as well to get the first half. So what do you do with that? It's all okay, but on one hand side, on the other side, you are 1-0 down, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people thought. That's not only difficult today. That's probably the day where we lose it, and so we were not like this. It was not. I told the boys. Most importantly, we have to stay positive and is not allowed to lose the nerves. There's no reason for it. Nothing happened. We have to improve a few things and do a few things again and again. Yes, of course, we have to protect, especially the left wing. Extremely well. We need to be there. We need to win the ball back there as well. and the boys did it. You always need a bit of luck in football, but how I said, it was not too much necessary. We had the boys deserve these 3 points in a very difficult game.
Okay, Steve.
Jurgun, Mo today scored his 50th Premier League goal in only 72 appearances, which for a guy like him, you know, not an out-and-out striker between the line, but it's pretty amazing, isn't it? I mean, I know you've eulogised a lot about him, but what can you say about that? 50 goals in 72 games.
Exceptional, and from a exceptional achievement from a world-class player. That's how it is. I think he made a few steps in the last couple of months in the right direction, and so it's really it's an outstanding number. I heard the names of the other players who did it a bit quicker. It was Alan Shearer, Ruud van Nistelrooy, and Andy Cole. Yeah, good strikers as well. So maybe would have scored more and earlier if I wouldn't have played him that often on the right wing. So my fault, but no, not bad, and helped us a lot. And the boys know that, and I think it's a typical win-win situation. He benefits of the style of play with the other boys, and the boys benefit, of course, of his scoring desire. So that's cool.
You have a break now. What's the key? What are the key things for you now in this little break here?
Oh, that's not it's a real break. It is a break in that period. If I would imagine after now Millie out and Fabinho for sure doubt, it would have been a massive challenge if we should play on Wednesday and then on Saturday again. I have no idea how that would have worked, how we could do that, honestly. So there will be now 2 days recovery for the boys, which are most minutes, and then we start preparing and the others train, of course, and then we start the preparation for the Leicester game, which is another tough task. But yeah. That's why we are here, but it will not be a real break. We have to use it for training.
Can we just check
Final
with
one,
Trent, because he obviously announced the deal today, but I think he said he might be ready to stay, but will he be ready when he gets back?
I don't know. It's this, like, you have to look from day to day. That's what everybody tells me. It will be Leicester. I don't know. I said Trent is a very quick healer. That gives us at least a little hope. So that's it. We have to see.
Okay. Thanks, guys. We're going to do the Mummies. Settle into